Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
And I represent the Envelope project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelope is another step in the development of crypto technologies. The protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelope protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelope has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the high period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelope. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelope expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Envelope. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.
Bears and bulls are the two driving forces of the crypto market, depending on who buys and who sells. The bear, his superpower is to make money even when the market is down. Bear's strategy is selling short and provoking a supply increase. The bull, the whole bull's life is dealings for a rise. His main goal is a growing market. Bull is optimistic and pluckily beats first. The confrontation of bulls and bears lasts forever, and as its price depends on who leads the fight. Exmo. Choose the strategy and make profit.
Hello, everyone. This is the third day of our 5th anniversary summit, and this is Maxim Sukhanosik, host of the Synopsis Summit, co-founder and CEO of Colibri Group, Coindar, and of course, Synopsis by itself. As always, Synopsis Events offers a complete immersion in digital economy, decentralized finance, and NFT. So during the summit, the next topic will be discussed: DeFi, NFT, IVO and Financial NFTs, the incredibly popular metaverses, play to earn, move to earn, GameFi, Esports, cryptocurrency exchanges, TA and trading, crypto mining, and staking industry regulation. The official partner of the broadcast is Teta TV. And on the DataDraw platform, actually, you can get several collections of exclusive NFTs dedicated to the summit and become the owner. So the NFT data was developed by the joint effort of the Colibri Group, Data Labs, and Coindar team. We continue to use and develop one of the first Data Pass implementations to access premium content for conference attendees via NFT. What does it mean, you ask? This means that every owner of NFT Synopsis can get a ticket of a special category called Data Pass to unlock the premium features of the ticket, as well as access to premium content and other options in the future. To do this, you need to have any NFT on DataDrop released by Synopsis and log into the Synopsis website in the appropriate section called Tickets Data Pass. So the summit is hosted by international blockchain consulting company called Colibri Group and the leading cryptocurrency calendar and market research service, Coindar.org. I would like to take this opportunity to add that now you can follow the events on crypto industry with Coindar.org in new Opera crypto browser. Download, use and enjoy the extremely convenient features implemented in Opera browser. Co-organizer of Synopsis 5 are Being Crypto and HELO. Being Crypto is an unbiased blockchain media that follows the principles of the Trust Project and non-profit consortium of media organizations building standards of transparency, accuracy, inclusion, and fairness. HELO is a sustainable and regulatory-friendly decentralized platform that solves the key issues of blockchain technology through the maximized speed, security, environmental friendliness, and scalability of the proof of ethic consensus. I want to thank our general sponsor, HELO, as well as diamond sponsors who made a significant contribution to the organization of this event. These are the largest companies in the crypto industry: Algorand, ARPA Chain, Veracity, and PRISM NFT. Gold sponsors such as Envelope, Solv Protocol, Gaza Network, Bella Protocol, New Bay Technologies, Fairdesk, and Viro Esports also made a no less significant contribution. We express special gratitude to our dear friends and partners who also made a huge contribution to the implementation of this event. These companies are Tata Network, DataDrop, and Tata TV, Blockchain, Binks, Sugarverse, Exmo, Exip, MOUSAI, Holidays, and MOUI. So here we begin. The third day of the summit is opened by the crypto queen and our best friend, Exmo's video, Maria Stankevich, with the topic, New Crypto Habits, how different user segments react to the current market situation. It's a pretty important topic, in my opinion. And Maria, you have the floor.
Hey guys, happy to be here. My name is Maria Stankevich. I'm Chief Business Development Officer at exmo.com. And let me share my screen. So, a second. Into full screen, yeah. So today I'll tell you about new crypto habits and how different user segments actually react to the current market situation. Well, since the beginning, since 2009, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets have seen already many cycles of up and down. And even with the larger ongoing trends known as the bull run and the bear run, sometimes it's very difficult actually to feel patient, and it can be quite stressful and hard to navigate even for experienced traders. What can we say about beginners? It's even worse for them. So this is quite a familiar, I think, quite a familiar meme that you can see on the slides. So this is also quite a familiar image, right? Well, savvy investors, they know the time to hold and loss is when the price of an asset is much lower than the fundamentals suggest it should be. But all too often, the individuals, the traders, decide to cut their losses and succumb to selling low. And selling low, like buying high, can also be driven by crisis psychology, as well as by fear and anxiety surrounding financial loss. So this is what we see on the image on this meme, like 69, and there is a queue, in 61 there is nobody, which always fascinated me a lot, because we're a crypto exchange and we definitely see the decline in deposits at the moment, while when the BTC was 69, well, it was crazy. It was like all going nuts. So basically, individuals who are selling at a loss, they are impacted by so-called loss aversion. What is loss aversion? Loss aversion is a behavioral bias in which individuals tend to experience more emotional pain from a loss than actually emotional pleasure that they may feel from their equivalent gain. So it's actually a psychology term. And in order to avoid emotional discomfort and financial loss, they can impulsively sell their assets at a loss in order to avoid further detriment. I think everybody experienced this at some point, when you just don't see the end of the tunnel, don't see the light in the end of the tunnel, and you just decide to sell it. So now you know the term actually. Also, FOMO, probably like the experienced traders, they must know that FOMO, or fear of missing out, leads to impulsivity and lack of long-term perspective, trading without giving much thought of consideration. This is what we see when the BTC is 69. We have the saying in the trading environment: if your granny asks about Bitcoin, it's actually time to sell, not to buy, because like the market is overheated and it's gonna get down. So in such cases, speculation and emotions, they overtake strategy and fundamentals. Everybody experienced that, because FOMO is driven by fear, overconfidence, jealousy, greed, impatience, and anxiety. And yeah, so this is not a good scene to fill. So never, like, my advice, never try to avoid FOMO. And even if you start feeling that you're missing something out, believe me, you're not, because we all seen the different up and downs through all these years. So don't be afraid. Also, by the way, what I would suggest, when you feel FOMO, try to avoid news and like newspapers and like any news sources that are actually driving you, that are actually winding you up to buy BTC or any other asset when it's like really high. Now let's look at different kind of investors. This is a CoinShares report, which I really like. This is like a recent one. So I think it's May. So we can see on this graph that digital asset investment products, so outflows totaling totaling in 141 American dollars. That was last week. So basically it was like 3 weeks ago. And this is normal, right? So we see that cryptocurrency is down, BTC is down, so the outflow is like normal. So you can also see here that total asset under management, $38 billion, and it's their lowest point since July 2012. I'm sorry, 2021. So it's like the lowest point. So this is also quite normal when the market is going down. But I'd like to draw your attention to the multi-asset or multi-crypto investment products. I think like here you can see it like in details. So you can see that investment products, they see the inflow totaling of $9.7 million 3 weeks ago, and inflows year to date represent 5.3%. So this is numbers that actually show us that in the institutional investor environment, we can see that the situation is completely different. So despite the fact that BTC is down and crypto is down, the investors are still there trying to, they're investing, they're very active. And despite its lowest point, we can still see different inflows, which is like very cool. And it shows us that we see that investors, they see multi-asset investment products as a safer relative to single line investment products, despite it's not even like their it's not only traditional markets, so they're trying to diversify their assets. And despite the market is down, we still can see inflows. So the price drop for them is an investment opportunity, and they use the method which is called buy the dip. Well, this is like a meme also. This is like a bit of satire here, which is like, you know, usually we think that we buy the dip, but then like, you know, it's an actual dip and then the dip of the dip. Well, that's a little bit like satire, but sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. But like when the crypto, like you need to just remember when the crypto market is falling, there are plenty of opportunities if you know where to look. This is very important. So don't treat the decline, because, you know, I'm here at Money 2020 in Amsterdam at the moment, and I can hear like different discussions that the market is down and the BTC is down, and like, you know, big investors are selling their assets and they don't believe in BTC anymore, and the market is overheated. This is, well, this is bullshit because the market is, you know, we've seen it all. And if you look at their price chart of BTC, it's still, you know, it has the trend of growing. So we're going to see like a new high very soon. But at the moment, it's the dip. So it's your chance to buy the dip. And this is not an investment advice, of course. So my point is that the fact that where others see actually a dark and cold crypto winter, some investors actually see a new window of opportunity to get their favorite asset as on sale. So yeah, I think it's a great opportunity. So about buying the dip, what kind of term it is, and it's a popular way for the traders who felt priced out of the previous gains to get into the market. So if you don't have BTC at the moment or any other crypto, this is your chance actually to increase your position and get in. Even within a downtrend, there is still small peaks where you can actually make money. Well, traders that actually like have a very good skills of technical analysis can actually benefit there, because, you know, we also see that their Bitcoin is not flat, so it's like 28K, then it's 32K, and, you know, in between this gap you can actually make different positions. You can play shorts or you can play longs and still make money. You know, you just need to brush up your technical skills and you know, and try to predict these short-term movements and make money on that. Also, let's not forget about the shorting as a strategy. So, you know, you could choose any exchange, not only ours, but any where there is like margin trading, where you could actually borrow money to trade. So you can place an order, like, for example, you can borrow 1 BTC when BTC is 30. Then sell it, then buy it, for example, when it's 28, and return this 1 BTC. So you'll be in profit for 2K. This is already something. So you can still make money on margin trading or shorts, placing shorts. Also, let's not forget about the activities like staking and DeFi yield farming. They can actually also help level out the returns and provide support to make sure that your actual crypto balance is always growing. So if you believe that an asset, and I believe that an asset like BTC will be eventually worth more, dollar cost averaging works. So this is basically like summarizing of the whole strategy. And in fact, you can actually get more crypto for your dollar during down cycles. So this is crucial. So we are definitely optimistic here. And you know, when we were talking about their topic that I should cover during this conference, we were discussing that what shall we prepare? And I hear a lot of like pessimistic discussion around me. So guys, if you're one of them, don't worry, the cycle gonna get up again and you'll be profiting. So this is I always used to say, and I always say, that there is no time better to buy actually than during the current downtrends. So if you have any questions, here is my contacts.
Bears and bulls are the two driving forces of the crypto market, depending on who buys and who sells. The bear, his superpower is to make money even when the market is down. Bear's strategy is selling short and provoking a supply increase. The bull, the whole bull's life is dealings for a rise. His main goal is a growing market. Bull is optimistic and pluckily beats first. The confrontation of bulls and bears lasts forever, and as its price depends on who leads the fight. X-Mode, choose the strategy and make profit.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Thanks, Maria. As always, very interesting and informative speech. And we are glad to your constant participation in the Synopsis Summit. You have already heard about our co-organizer and general sponsor, HELO. So, more than once. And yeah, let's go to know them better, actually. Our next guest is SVP of Marketing at HELO, Joshua Bell. Joshua talks how HELO is solving the blockchain trilemma. Joshua, you're alive.
Hi everyone, my name is Joshua Bell. I'm the SVP of Marketing at NewPay Technologies, representing the HELO blockchain. First of all, I'd like to say welcome to Synopsis 5, and thank you so much to Maxim for inviting us to present at this conference. It's amazing to be here surrounded by so many projects, so many great builders, and people dedicated to the blockchain and NFT space. We're excited to unveil for the first time publicly the HELO blockchain. You guys are among the first to hear about this project, so we're really excited to tell you all about it. The cryptocurrency market is struggling right now. Growth is difficult, but we are optimistic that, like always, this is part of a greater cycle, and blockchain and cryptocurrency will bounce back. The people attending this event, the builders, the innovators, the dreamers, they all make crypto and blockchain what it is. So a bit of background and context before fully diving into the HELO blockchain. Okay, so NewPay Technologies is a blockchain corporation which was founded in 2021 by a specialized team of innovative disruptors. Our team hails from professional backgrounds in tech, merchant services, corporate governance, banking, software development, sales, and marketing. We focus on developing innovative, eco-friendly blockchain products. These powerful products provide accessibility, security, speed, and value to meet the ever-changing demands of business, communities, and individuals. We seek to unlock the limitless potential of digital assets while having a minimal impact on the planet, all with the most scalable blockchain technology ever. So far, NewPay Technologies have worked on multiple projects, including the PRISM NFT marketplace, the HELO digital currency, the blockchain, which allows users to directly connect to the blockchain, as well as a developer launchpad, which allows developers, companies, brands to work with and interact and engage with the blockchain. The company itself focuses on sustainability, security, and scalability, ensuring that all of our products and everything that we build are aligned with these core principles. We're focused on multiple sectors, including data management, public services, e-commerce integration, as well as financial services. Our team is incredible from, as I said before, a wide range of backgrounds, from finance, tech, sales, corporate governance. And with this team, we're really confident about the HELO project. So a well-known problem in blockchain is scalability. And the scalability trilemma put forward by Vitalik Buterin shows that a project must compromise either security, scalability, or decentralization in order to maximize one of the other elements. So a blockchain might be super secure and scalable, but it's not decentralized. Likewise, it might be decentralized and secure, but it can't scale to meet the demands of the economy. So when we designed the HELO blockchain, the core focus was to solve the scalability trilemma. Now, the HELO blockchain is a sustainable platform enabling developers, entrepreneurs, and communities to revolutionize a variety of industries. HELO maximizes speed, security, environmentally friendliness, and scalability made possible by the proof of ethic consensus. Now, although there's the scalability trilemma, we have established something called the 5 pillars of consensus, where we include egalitarian and efficient within that system. The HELO blockchain will become faster as more people join the network. It will be faster than our competition, making it ultra scalable. It's also a sustainable, accessible, efficient, and decentralized blockchain. So a little bit more about the proof of ethic consensus. In addition to its exceptional baseline speed, theoretically, proof of ethic can become even faster when there are more active nodes on the network, which is a complete paradigm shift compared to all the other better known consensus algorithms that tend to bottleneck or throttle when there is too much traffic, failing to scale. Finally, the very nature of proof of ethic theoretically shows a blockchain that can be created with no and truly no transaction fees without compromising the security of the network. The patent pending white paper for proof of ethic will be made public before the blockchain is launched and will provide the most technical, comprehensive overview of this new special technology. The HELO blockchain will also release with an application inclusive to Android, Mac OS, Windows, Linux, the usual. This will be the gateway to the HELO blockchain where users can participate as nodes. They can engage in delegation for the network. They can send and receive coins. There's a whole host of things that can be done within this app. It's really comprehensive. And in the future, users will be able to partake in loans, in trust funds, and other sort of network activities. So the potential of the network is quite large. As a native blockchain, there are so many things that can be done beyond just being a coin or a token. So as you can see here, there are many things that the HELO blockchain can do, from patent licensing to payment processing, to minting alternative tokens, to tokenization of assets, NFTs, data protection, and much more. One of our core features is the Data Protect system. Now, the Data Protect system is a quantum-resistant data protection and tracking mechanism which allows NFT artists to protect their artwork as much as the digital world allows it. Not only does this technology protect digital artworks from the deadly right-click save, but also allows artists using state-of-the-art tracking techniques to track down and protect themselves against buyers or thieves or malicious actors trying to resell NFTs unlawfully. Forgery, theft, piracy, things like that, they're relics of the past with this technology. However, Data Protect's best applications are beyond art. It can be used by individuals or corporations to manage, send, and track sensitive data. Using Data Protect, corporations can trace leaked sensible data and identify the leaker. The Data Protect system is useful for banking and securities, for the healthcare industry, for government industries, the public sector, as well as the legal industries. There are many applications for Data Protect, which we believe will spearhead the utility of the HELO blockchain. An example of asset tokenization, we are working with a partner called Avoda Naturals. Avoda Naturals is a $1.2 billion project located in Utah, and they primarily deal in intellectual property with hemp, especially with concrete, steel, plastic alternatives. They want to tokenize homes and then distribute the revenue from those homes to NFT holders. Further to that, they have a long distance plan to open a resort, like a holiday resort, and then the HELO blockchain would be used as a local infrastructure and currency for that resort. So that's one really exciting project that we have going on. The HELO blockchain is also excellent at payment processing. So high-risk merchant processing, payment gateways, as well as NFT payment processing are made easier, cheaper, and more reliable with the HELO blockchain. Another point to elaborate on is alternative tokens. So when the right partner comes along, similar to Ethereum, the Binance Smart Chain, if a brand, a business, a developer team, if they want to launch a token to power their new project, the HELO blockchain is perfect for that. So the future vision of our project. What is it? Well, we see HELO branching out into many different industries, from DeFi tools to DAO platforms, NFT marketplaces, gaming, publishing, music royalties, analytics. The sky is really the limit with this blockchain. There's so much that the technology can do thanks to its high 6 million transactions per second, the eco-friendly technology, the accessibility of the technology. One of the greatest things about the HELO blockchain is anybody can be a node. And when I say anybody, I mean anybody with access to the internet, with a mobile phone, with a laptop, can equally use and participate in the HELO blockchain. So thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this brief introduction to our project. We're really excited to share more information. Please check out the website to learn more. We release new papers every day, every week, and the white paper will be launched soon. Thank you so much. Thank you to the attendees of Synopsis. I hope you have a great time and enjoy the rest of the talks. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.
A voucher is an advanced type of financial NFT capable of representing a wide array of financial instruments and products. It is a technologically groundbreaking tool in many regards, one of which is that it allows for great flexibility in making payments through credit and fractionalization. To understand this better, let's look at an example. Bob wants to get into DeFi investing, but lacks the know-how to get started. But he does know that her friend Alice is an expert in yield farming, so he asks Alice if she would be willing to use her expertise to make him some money on a small portion of his savings. In the meantime, he talks to his friends Charles and Louise about this opportunity and convinces them to each contribute 4,000 USDT to pull together a $10,000 investment fund, with Bob being the de facto fund manager. Bob understands the risk of investing in DeFi, so he's only asking Alice 10% APY over the period of 30 days, and adds that she can pocket whatever the difference of what she actually earns and that 8% for her own profit. Alice, on the other hand, knows she can do way better than 8% with that money in 30 days, so she gladly accepts the deal. They quickly draw up a contract on chain specifying Alice's obligation to Bob, including the value of the principal, interest rate, and the term to maturity. Alice then goes on Solv protocol to create a bond voucher. To do so, she simply needs to fill in the principal, the term to maturity, and the interest rate as previously agreed upon. That's it. Once the voucher is listed, Bob can go on Solv, locate the voucher, and purchase it with the USDT. Bond vouchers are powered by ERC-3525 token standard, which is designed specifically for semi-fungible tokens and fractionalization. After the purchase of the voucher, Bob is able to quantitatively split up his voucher in 3 parts, 2 for his friends and 1 for himself. The split vouchers are transferred to the address of each of Bob's friends right away. "30 days later, the voucher has matured. Alice goes back on Solv and makes a one-time payment of the principal and accrued interest to the voucher she has issued. ERC-3525 is the first technology that allows people to make and receive payments from one NFT to another. So when Alice makes the payment to her voucher, Bob, Charles, and Luis's vouchers instantaneously receive the specific amount of USDT each one of them is owed, therefore reducing the frictions involved with streaming complex multi-party payments. I know what you're thinking. What if Alice made a mistake while investing and ended up having no money to pay back Bob and his friends? Well, that is a valid point. After all, it is unrealistic to assume anyone would be comfortable with the sort of arrangement in our story. Fortunately, with Solv, someone in the position of Alice actually has an option before issuing the bond voucher to secure it with sufficient digital asset as collateral. So in the event of a default, Bob and his friends could avoid a loss through liquidation. The technology of Solv is empowering, for the first time in history, people like Alice and Bob to leverage credit for flexible financial arrangements made feasible by the financial NFTs. The ERC-3525 token standard not only turns tokens into personal accounts capable of sending and receiving digital assets, it also enables fractionalization, allowing people, especially like Bob, to enjoy unprecedented flexibility over the otherwise illiquid financial contracts. This is the beauty of Solv Protocol.
Yeah, for sure. HELO has a really unusual approach, and many thanks to Joshua explaining us the HELO technology. And I mean, I find it really interesting and kind of new, and I think it can change the market. So really glad to see you guys as a part of our summit, and especially as a sponsor, and co-organizer. Thanks a lot. So up next on Synopsis 5 is John Chak, head of marketing at the revolutionary NFT project Solv Protocol. John will talk about Solv and the power of financial NFTs. John.
Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm the head of remarketing at Solv Protocol. First of all, I'd like to thank Colibri Group for inviting me to this episode. I know that previously Mike, our co-founder, has come to your channel to give you an introduction to Solv Protocol. Not surprisingly, a lot has changed within our team structure. Doesn't matter if it's the products or the overarching philosophy, we're kind of permeating across everything we do. In any event, it's a great pleasure to be here. And without further ado, I would like to talk to you about Solv Protocol, more specifically, who we are and what we're doing right now. For those of you who don't know, Solv Protocol is a decentralized marketplace where users can create, use, and trade on-chain financial instruments or financial NFTs. We're going to get to the financial NFT part in just a little bit. I'd like to kind of briefly expand on what is motivating us to get into the specific area that is financial instruments first. Financial instruments have been in huge demand throughout the entire human civilization. We have a rock solid evidence for the earliest use of bonds in the region of Mesopotamia 5,000 years ago. And in 1600s, we're looking at a rise of commercial papers, both in the West and in the East. And today there's this myriad of financial instruments that are available to virtually everyone in our society, thanks to the digital revolution that has happened in the late 20th century. Now, with the rise of blockchain technology, we believe that we can take this even further. And that's why we've created financial NFTs. It's not just a name we made out of thin air. It's actually powered entirely by a new token standard called ERC-3525. This token standard can allow people to tokenize smart contracts. And how this happens is that those smart contracts are pre-coded by our team and designed to serve everyday people like you and I, how traditional financial instruments in their most advanced form would serve them. Except that now these smart contracts are embedded or pre-packaged into ERC-35 token, 3525 tokens. so that not only can they express the most sophisticated financial contracts that you can think of that involves any sort of digital assets, be it Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, stablecoin. So not only can they do that, but because they're tokens, you can actually trade them on an on-chain, decentralized marketplace, like you would any art NFTs. So that's the whole idea behind the financial NFTs or tokenized smart contracts. And I would say the naming system for these tokens pretty much owes itself to the uniqueness and expressivity of the traditional non-fungible tokens, because we think that each and every financial instrument ever created is unique, but not so unique that a person can still trade it with others based on, for example, the amount of the underlying assets involved in such a token, rather than the actual terms that dictate the behaviors of those assets. I'll give you two examples, which just happens to be the products we have rolled out in the past 6 months. The first example is what we call the vesting voucher. The whole concept is pretty basic. It is a token that represents some sort of token vesting contract. How it works is that one party locks up a certain amount of assets, it could be any asset, into a financial NFT. And that NFT is going to vest those tokens over a period of time in a flexible way. It could be immediate vesting, linear vesting, or custom vesting. The bottom line is that whatever locks those assets into it has the power to dictate the behaviors of the contract governing the assets inside. Now, obviously, we have seen vesting in a lot of traditional use cases in legal sector or corporate sector, but what has changed with the vesting voucher, and we've briefly talked about this earlier, is that people can now buy, sell, and transfer their rights to the future tokens to anybody. A lot of VC investors are using this. Crypto projects are using this to sell tokens while avoiding price dilution, because remember, this is a vesting tool. Users who bought vesting vouchers usually have to wait a period of time to receive the tokens inside. So at the same time, it kind of offers those projects a way to build long-term and sophisticated user base. I say sophisticated because this is still DeFi. You still need a wallet and know what NFTs are to be able to do those things. Our second product, and actually there are another product that we've sort of mashed it into this one, and it's called the bond voucher. Right? A bond voucher is essentially a zero coupon bond with optional convertibility into project tokens in the case where the trading price of the project token has reached a predefined strike price. It's pretty much like how a call option works, right? It was launched in February this year, and we've already seen quite a few crypto projects and DAOs use the bond vouchers to raise capital at a much lower costs than mainstream financial avenues like Compound, Aave, or token sales. It's been particularly popular among early DAOs or DAOs that need to diversify their treasuries when the market is down. And then there is this off-chain price discovery mechanism for projects and potential buyers to negotiate things like APR, term to maturity, payment methods, and stuff like that. And once the bond voucher is listed, investors can buy any amount of issuance and receive the pro rata payment when the bond matures. Now, because it's a bond, there's more complications than allocation management tools such as vesting vouchers that I just mentioned, because vesting vouchers is way more simplistic than bond. The risk involved with bonds, as a lot of people know, is the risk of defaults, right? Our job as a platform is to first and foremost ensure the credit quality of the project issuing the bonds through Solv is good enough, and they know that there are several policy modules, including option to collateralize the bond, the option to draft an IOU statement and issue it on chain, and of course the option to bring in other parties to sort of use the funds the proceeds of the bond voucher sale in a joint custody in order to maximize transparency on the project side, so investors would feel happy and safe. So that's only some of the things that we're doing to kind of add to the full-scale service we have around this project. Sorry, I meant product. In terms of numbers, we're very proud of the track record the bond voucher is building. Right now, we are looking at over 17 million in volume, and our own protocol is planning on a 15 million bond voucher debut in the coming weeks, and our community is very, very excited about that. And right now, our team is actively exploring ways to make the best use of this amazing infrastructure of the bond voucher in order to apply it to even more interesting use cases. One of them is commercial papers. We feel it's going to be a significantly important use case because it will fully exploit the usage of financial NFTs as an account that you can pay and receive money from. This has never been done before, and we're just so thrilled to see people actually take advantage of the flexibility, intelligence, and the expressivity of the ERC-3525 tokens, and the fact that they can act like personal accounts. And so I'm going to put up a video that our team has created a few weeks ago and kind of help expand on the final feature of the ERC-3525 that I've just discussed. The video runs about 4 minutes and is recorded by me. So please, I hope you enjoy. And this will be all from me. Once again, thank you for inviting me to this episode of your channel. I wish you all success. And if you're listening and are intrigued by anything that I just said, we have our community on Discord, Telegram, and you can find the link tree under our official Twitter profile. Our Twitter handle is @Solv Protocol. It spells SOLVPROTOCOL. Thank you very much. Thank you, Colibri. We hope to see you soon.
Did you guys hear what John said? Solv is called so for a reason, actually. So they solve NFT problems and make solvent NFT tokens. Thanks, John. So our next member is Vilius Jastremskas. He's Chief Partnership Officer at Lympo. The theme of his speech is Lympo equals GameFi plus sports NFTs. Say hello to Vilius.
So thank you, Maxim, for having me here at this conference, and would like to thank Synopsis and Coindar for inviting me to share about our company. It's a pleasure to be here, of course. And today I will talk about the company I work for, which is, as you can see from the first screen, is Lympo, and we are part of an IMOCA brand group. And I will try to solve this equation, which you can see in front of your screen. Lympo equals GameFi plus sport NFTs. I will start with a quick introduction about myself. As you can see, my name is Vilius. I am a Chief Partnership Officer here at Lympo. I joined company back in 2021 when Lympo got acquired by IMOCA Brands Group, and they offered me to be part of this exciting project. As you may understand, my main responsibility inside the company is basically negotiating and securing partnerships. This includes individual athletes, sport leagues, organizations, because this is like the main focus of our ecosystem. But as well, I work with blockchain partnerships and having blockchain partners inside our ecosystem. So let's deep dive into what is Lympo. So the brief description is that Lympo is building a sports NFT ecosystem, including NFTs with IP rights, backed IP rights of world famous athletes and clubs, and everything is powered by sport. So what does that mean? You can see below we have those bubbles, squares of free things. So I will deep dive into them in the next slides, but I wanted to just point out the three main products that we have at the moment. One of them is NFT minting and staking platform. Second is Lympo Star tokens. And the third one is Ultimate Gaming Utility. And with the short description, obviously, we wanted to point out that each NFT that we produce is backed with the intellectual property rights agreement. So we have a signed partnership agreements with those who we release those NFTs of. And in the back of the screen, you can see some of our athletes, such as football stars, Deco, Robert Pires, Goran Dragic, Magnus Carlsen, and so on. Now let's move into this next slide of what is actually sport. So for those who are not aware, back in January 2022, we received a huge hack attack against our previous main utility token, LMT. And those who attended Synopsis back in January, our CEO explained what has happened and what we're gonna do next. So we worked tremendously hard over those months, firstly, in order to keep the project running, and secondly, in order to compensate all those people who lost their investments in LMT token. We did so with the support of Animoca Brands, establishing a new sport utility token. And we compensated basically every LMT holder with a pre-hack conditions of the new sport utility token. And what the sport utility token right now is like the entry gateway into our platform. So by staking sport, you can get NFTs and so on. If you haven't purchased sport token yet, but you would like to find out more about it, or just have an initial purchase, you can do in a decentralized exchange at the moment, like QuickSwap, which is run on a Polygon network, or as well you can go to the like MEXC global exchange, where we have a sport and USDT pair. So now, going back to this equation that I mentioned in the beginning, we will start with the first terminology for those who are not familiar. So first terminology is GameFi, which combines two different words. One is game and second is decentralized finance. So what is GameFi? Most commonly, it refers to the blockchain-based games that enable players to earn crypto tokens, or also known as play-to-earn games. And this play-to-earn games is a very trending topic right now in the blockchain world. And these games basically utilize NFTs as in-game assets. So like avatar or something that gives you boost in that game. And basically the whole game economy is based that users, they can earn money as they play those games. So according to DappRadar, the numbers of gamified games increased tremendously in the end of 2021, and the number like doubled even more than 2 times if comparing the period with the end of 2020. As well, what's worth mentioning is that in the according to Bloomberg, in the first week of 2022, just top 10 games, basically they generated 840 million transaction volume with more than 2 million crypto wallets. So those numbers are significant, and no matter what are the market conditions right now, we hope that this market will continue to grow. And what Lympo believes, so like we believe that NFTs as a collectible values are short-lived and only appeals for a small niche of the audience. So what we are trying to do is to build this ecosystem where NFTs can be monetized and you can earn by having NFT. So how we do it? Let's go into the first product. For those, once again, who are not familiar with Lympo, is Lympo NFT minting platform. So that's the first product that we released in the space. Once again, I wanted to make a disclaimer. Currently, as we speak right now, the platform is under development. We have some new features that we are incorporating. So we're hoping to release it back to the market later in June or early July. But watch the space to follow the latest updates. So Lympo NFT minting platform is where you can initially acquire our NFTs. The mechanism works that in that, like, we have different pools, but for example, we have an athletes pool, and in that pool, we release a collection with each individual athlete that we sign. And as you can see from this image, it has different rarities going from common to GOAT. So first 5 rarities, they are getting sold on our platform, and the 6th rarity is getting sold, GOAT card getting sold through Binance, OpenSea, or other marketplace auctions. And if you want to get athlete's car in our platform, you have to stake a sport token, our new token that I mentioned to you before, and you accumulate credits with each day by staking it, and then you can mint the NFT using those credits. Also worth mentioning that when we release a new collection, we have a dynamic pricing mechanism where the price drops every few hours, and obviously, so you have to use credits as well as some Ethereum or sport tokens, and it goes until it goes to the bottom level, and then you can get just with credits. But our community is very active, and typically those NFTs are getting sold out within first hours, so it doesn't reach the bottom level. And why does this happen? One of the things is that of the feature that we also established, and it's working, it's gonna renew their operations together with NFT minting platform, is Lympo NFT staking platform. So basically, this is where the first utility comes in. Once users acquire Lympo NFTs, and they can stake them and earn money. They can stake them alongside with the sport token and earn money, or earn tokens or our partner tokens. Why did I mention our partner tokens? Is because we also releasing various partnerships, and sometimes we open a different pool. Like we had the collaboration with Blockchain Heroes, where we opened a different pool and users had a chance to get their NFTs. We also have collaboration with Sandbox or Ref Motorsports, where basically as well you could get the different NFTs, not individual athletes. But yeah, our vision is that in this NFT staking platform, we want to open more and more pools, not just ours, but our partner tokens as well. And this would allow users to earn not just our tokens, but some other businesses as well. So let's move on to the another product that we are under development right now is Lympo Star Token platform. So Star Token platform is another exciting product that we are working on. And basically in a centralized world, we are seeing this huge niche where athletes cannot monetize their social presence in the best possible way. And we believe that the centralized world is where users and athletes and users, they can engage with each other and both benefit from that. So our token holders, they basically those holders who are gonna be part of Lympo Star Token platform, they will be able to vote on decisions which influences their stars, vote on various social media appearances, receive social media shootouts, and get star memorabilia, or even meet an exclusive experience with the star. And how they're gonna be able to do that? Once again, this is where the NFT utility will come in. So there will be several ways. One of them, exchanging sport tokens. One of them, staking their idols NFTs and receiving the star tokens, or even purchasing with a credit card. So currently, platform is still in development phase. We are doing everything we can to release this year, but I would only suggest you to watch the space and stay with the latest updates. Last but not least, this is where the GameFi element comes into our platform. And this is the thing that I'm personally most excited about. So earlier this year, we announced 2 big updates. One of them is Fantasy Basketball Manager game development. And why? So I will start with explaining what does that mean, Fantasy Basketball Manager. So we see that a niche and we know that there are a lot of basketball lovers who always wanted to have their own team, to coach their own team or manage it, but they never had the chance to because they are just not in a professional level. What we're gonna do at Lympo, we're basically gonna establish a fantasy basketball manager game where each gamer, he will have a chance to have his own team. So he basically, each player will be NFT in an NFT format, and you will be able to acquire your roster of different NFTs. They will be based on generative art, fictional characters, and then you will compete against others. So you will set strategies, tactics, hire other players, train them, sell in their marketplaces, and so on. And you will compete in the initial phase against the PvE environment, which is player against the environment. But we're also looking to establish competition against player versus player. This is where I'm very excited about because I'm a basketball lover, so I cannot wait until this game will be established. And also worth mentioning, the real life athletes, IPs will also have their role in this game. Now, second game that we announced and second big partnership that we announced this year was with Play Magnus Group. So together with probably #1 chess player in the world, Magnus Carlsen, we will be developing a chess-inspired game. With this game, we are looking to bring 2 audiences together. So gamers and chess lovers, because it will have chess elements, but it's not going to be a traditional chess game. And once again, this game will establish a play-to-earn mechanism where users will have a chance to earn tokens by playing this game. And because we have this partnership with Play Magnus Group, I can say that like the grandmasters will also be featured in this game. So we are very proud about this partnership and very excited and hoping that users will like it as well. So those are probably the biggest updates that we have. If you have any questions, please feel free to subscribe to our newsletter and Medium blog, join our Discord or Telegram channels, follow on social media, and as well, if you have any general partnership inquiries, please feel free to find me on LinkedIn, and I'm more than happy to have a chat.
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Thanks a lot, Vilius. GameFi and NFT are the hits of the blockchain industry in recent years. Indeed, why not combine them? So we continue the theme of NFT, like a topic of NFT. Our next speaker is Josephine Lee, Head of Communication at Holidays. Speech topic is Project MOUSAI, partnering with iconic artists to bridge NFT and K-pop and K-entertainment. Hello, Josephine.
Hi, Maxim. Thank you for having us here today. We're pleased to be speaking at the summit. All right, let's get started. Hi, everyone. My name is Josephine Lee, and I am currently Head of Communications at Holidays and Project MOUSAI. MOUSAI is the Genesis Profile Pick, PFP, project of Holidays, and MOUSAI consists of, as you can see, 10,000 utility-enabled collectibles. This project is both inspired and driven by a global K-pop and K-entertainment community. Just want to briefly talk about the team and the company behind our project. So the team behind MOUSAI consists of industry experts from the K-pop entertainment and crypto and tech space. Most notably our CEO, who is a seasoned lawyer and advisor to 17 talent agencies in Korea. He goes by the nickname Unibrain, and he is recognized for his appearance on mainstream TV, and he specializes in intellectual property licensing. Our COO comes with extensive experience in both the crypto and tech space, having launched a number of successful companies before joining Holidays. All right, and then there's myself, Head of Communications, and we have our Head Developer and our Head Artist. My favorite page in our presentation, MOUSAI's key partners/supporters include many high-profile names from the celebrity and art markets, ranging from one of the highest grossing actors in Korea to the owner of the largest art auction house here as well. Give you guys a minute to see who else is a MOUSAI supporter. We have a very well-known television host, as well as a very successful producer. All right, so moving on to our key partners. Hope you recognized a few faces on this page. Our key partners include, again, some of the largest talent agencies representing some of the most powerful stars in Korea. All right, so now I want to briefly talk about what we are trying to achieve as a company. And I want to talk about a little bit about our biggest project, MOUSAI. So as you know, the company behind MOUSAI is called Holidays. Holidays aims to become a one-stop platform for brands, artists, and their fans. And we offer premium digital creations through our global partnerships with iconic and industry-leading artists from both the entertainment sector and the art sector. We have presence both in Korea and in the US through our subsidiaries. And Through our global presence, sort of, we hope to build a truly global and engaged community around NFTs, especially MOUSAI. Yeah, so, all right, so a bit about our project, MOUSAI. The background story for MOUSAI is rooted in elements taken from Greek mythology. The word MOUSAI means muses. Every MOUSAI feature a unique and interesting trait that's driven from pop culture. Most importantly, each MOUSAI or each NFT is hand-drawn by our talented and experienced creative team. I've prepared a few sneak peeks into showcasing our MOUSAI characters. As you can see from this page, the different eye colors and symbols represent each character's affiliation to the 9 muses from the Greek mythology. Every MOUSAI carry with them, as you can also see, Sum, it's called Sum, mana-like magical energy that can manifest itself in different forms, sometimes as weapons and wings, and other times as circular energy balls. Now, the highlight of today's presentation is this, our roadmap. So what are we trying to do? What are we going to do? And most importantly, what are our members only, holders only benefits? Of the different and equally important phases of our roadmap, number 3, K Entertainment IP investment is going to be the primary topic of discussion today. Going forward, MOUSAI will invest primarily in products and services that relate to the entertainment, media, and communications industries, such as films, TV series, investing in new idol singers and dancers, and even web cartoons. We hope that our project will benefit from the convergence of these different sectors and products, and we will see to it that our holders are rewarded for their belief in our project. Additionally, perks of owning a MOUSAI include membership access to exclusive future NFT projects and drops that happen on our Holidays and MOUSAI websites. Invitation, mostly VIP and private invitations to both online and offline events, such as meetups with artists and actors and actresses, exhibitions, backstage invitations to concerts, film premieres, and the list just goes on. MOUSAI holders will be guaranteed access to members-only merchandise, and also will be allowed to participate in our governance system. And last but not least, there are gift boxes awaiting all of our MOUSAI holders, and these gift boxes, again, are not limited to, but include part of the gains that we make from our investments in movies, film series, and etc., free NFTs, and etc. All right, so here is just a visual pipeline of our projects done in collaboration with top artists. On top of Hajomu, as you see on the right, the MOUSAI team also has signed on a number of high-profile musicians and actresses. At the end of the day, the watchword for all Holidays projects or MOUSAI projects include is sharing economy for both collectors, creators, and communities. And that means a portion of the proceeds will be shared with our supporters, AKA MOUSAI holders. All right, well, thank you everyone for listening to our presentation. If you have any questions or would like to touch base with us to express your interest in our project, please feel free to contact me via Twitter at MOUSAI_club. All right, we hope you'll join us in our journey to inspire and illuminate the future that awaits us all. Thank you.
and I represent the IVO project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. IVO is another step in the development of crypto technologies. The protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the IVO protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with envelope has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using envelope. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelope expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Envelope. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.
Hello friends, I'm Ben and this is Everscale News. Q1 is coming to a close and we've got loads of exciting product releases and updates coming each day. If you don't want to miss an announcement, hit subscribe now. Right, let's go. The biggest news this week is the launch of the brand new Scouting Grants program. This awesome initiative is designed to bring new projects to the ecosystem by giving anyone in the crypto world the chance to become an Ever Scout. What is an Ever Scout, you ask? Well, it's someone who gets rewarded handsomely for bringing an innovative blockchain project to the Everscale Grants program, so long as they pass the evaluation stage. And another breaking update for you. Roxas have announced the start of the testing phase for EverDAO, a true DAO platform on Everscale. Using WEver, Ever token holders can make on-chain governance decisions for the whole Everscale network. More power to the people. Ton Wallet has rebranded to become Everscale Wallet with some huge updates. Now, it not only supports TIP 3.1 standard tokens, it also supports the Broxus token list and enables removing tokens from the wallet and more. And last up this week, Gate.io has updated the token ticker from the old Ton Crystal, Ton C, to its rightful new name, Ever. As after a brief suspension of trading on March 15th and the ticker change, Gate.io users will now have full access to the appropriately named Ever. And that's all for today. Stay tuned for more updates.
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maxim Sukhanosik, and I'm a host of the Synopsis Summit and the host of this panel discussion today. So I'm a co-founder of Synopsis and Coindar.org. So really glad to see you guys here, like our audience and our speakers. So this panel discussions is topic is NFT, past, present, and future. So let me start from introducing like our pleasant speakers. So the first is Wes Levitt, Director of Strategy at Theta Network. Next one is Alexander Filatov, like founder of Everscale. Next one is Evgeny Lazav, ex-Kava, trader #1 according to TradingView. Hi, Evgeny. Then is Alexander Shadagubov, CEO at Envelope. And the last but not least is Julia Bulak, marketing at Woo Network. So hello, everyone. Are you ready for this panel?
Thanks for having us, Maxim.
Yeah, I hope so. So yeah, let me start then. So the first question is, blockchain started in 2019 and it's almost 13 years old now. So are NFTs developing faster? And is this industry more mature than blockchain in 2014 or mobile internet in 2001? So I just want to see your guys historical perspective of it. And let's start from Vas.
Yeah, I do see the NFT market moving significantly faster than blockchain did, certainly in its early days. I think part of that's because people realize how much potential, or comparing it to how much potential blockchain had. It didn't have the first 3 or 4 years where it was really just some really dedicated technical folks looking into this and most mainstream people not paying attention to it at all. So even though NFTs, I don't know that they've necessarily technically developed that much faster, the adoption curve has been way steeper. I mean, NFTs have only been in the sort of the eye of the crypto space for maybe 2 or 3 years, significantly. But you've already got Visa adopting it. You've got every Hollywood actor and musician looking at doing NFTs. So that's way beyond where you were in, say, the equivalent would be 2012 in Bitcoin, where the vast majority of people still had never even heard of it. So I don't know that they delivered on the promise necessarily yet the way blockchain has as a whole, but they're definitely getting invested in by institutions much faster, and they're getting they've made it to the mainstream a lot quicker than blockchain did.
Okay, thanks for your perspective and for your point of view. So move to the next speaker is Alexander Filatov. So Alexander, what is your opinion?
Yeah, I kind of fully agree with that, of course. The only point is I don't see NFT kind of separate from the blockchain. For me, it's just another version of the token. You know, there is a fungible, there is a non-fungible token. But answering your question, of course, the adoption happens much faster simply because there has been like a certain platform built by fungible tokens, and also for another couple of reasons. One is it brought a whole new class of participants into the space. You know, authors, musicians. It makes more sense, and it's instantly available for B2C segment, because blockchain was more like, you know, for decentralization enthusiasts, for traders, and this is more kind of mainstream. And also another large point, as Wes already mentioned, is large brands like, you know, like many of them, there are hundreds of examples, from Nike and and Playboy to whatever, are finding a lot of sense to use the technology and to use NFTs to promote something, and it's accelerating. And then of course the arrival of big IT with metaverses like Facebook and large gaming companies like Roblox and the others are also adding another large segment, because NFTs can be used there for artifacts, for DeFi can be used for as part of the financial system within the metaverse. So that's adding a new big chunk. That's why the whole thing grows fast.
Okay, it's pretty a long answer and interesting to hear. So Evgeny, what do you think as a trader?
Hello guys, this industry is growing fast, but I'm trader, and for me this industry unknown area. So I'm glad to listen to another participate of this conference. So I really don't know too much about NFT. For me, it's just picture right now, but I see a big potential for use this use NFT in another
field.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got it. I mean, anyway, it's interesting. Yeah, I know you're not like actually from the NFT space, but I mean, so it's really valuable to hear from a trader because it's for you, NFT is just picture. It's really valuable for me, first of all, because I also like kind of have a big skepsis about the NFT industry as well. Okay, so how about you, Alexander? Because you like the technology you bring into this market is pretty new and it's pretty revolutionary. So can you speak some?
Yeah, so we do the tech like just for the guys like Eugene, as we talked to one exchange. So we offer new functionality for NFTs to make them functional, sustainable, self-sufficient. So the idea is to make them a kind of economical tool set, not just like pictures as we see now, to work with liquidity, to make liquidity transfers cross-chain and plenty other functionalities. And so when we communicated with one of the exchanges, so they said that our technology is a nice tool to convert traders like Eugene to NFT buyers. When they get NFT, understandable that they get assets on the line inside, they get different blocks, some economical models to collect value inside, to distribute royalties and so on. And as for general in NFTs, I think that it's a big move because they let us have originals, digital originals, and understand which is original, which is copy, and never mind it's picture, it's liquidity, or it's the plot of land in Metaverse and so on.
Okay, so moving to like the last speaker for today is Julia, and she's a representative of an exchange. So it would be also interesting to hear like what are people from exchanges thinking. Julia.
Hi, thanks a lot for having me here. So yeah, I do represent an infrastructure built for traders, but from being a centralized trading infrastructure, we're currently expanding into DeFi and into DAO. So personally, I have been looking into NFTs regarding like to support our marketing efforts. So I really like what Alexander just said, that trading stocks, trading cryptocurrencies, and trading NFTs are like absolutely different things. Like when we say that trading NFTs, we more refer to like one-time flipping thing. It's not like you do technical analysis, you do more of a fundamental research to earn on NFTs. Regarding the industry itself, so I do agree that, of course, like we will can see that it's moving very fast. We see like a very rapid adoption, and probably to sum up, I have two more points why this is happening. First is the entry point to is very, very low. So NFTs are accessible to everybody, and not only to buy NFTs, right, but to create NFTs. Like literally anything in the world can be turned into NFT, like any kind of art, anything that exists in the real world can be tokenized with NFT. And the second thing is, there are plenty of there are plenty of variants for utility. Like if we compare to fungible tokens, right? Like Bitcoin and Ethereum, we know that one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin, and like different altcoins, they have different utility scenarios. While in scenarios to utilize NFTs are almost limitless, because we can see many more ways how they can be used in the real world, or in like ways to make money, or in DeFi for like lending and staking, or giving digital credentials, or like giving people VIP access to something, right? So yeah, probably these are the two main factors of adoption for me.
Okay. Thanks for your answer. And we are moving to a second question. So on blockchain, the one who minted an NFT is owner by default, right? So what are the effective ways to protect original works from being claimed by non-authors and non-copyright holders? Yeah, as usual, let's start from Wes. Wes, what is your opinion? Hey, Wes, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry, I just had to get off mute there. Yeah, so I mean, the entity itself you're getting is only is really only the token on the blockchain, not the art or the work it's attributed to. At least until there's a reliable way that you can put that that piece of art or that object you're associating it with also on chain. But if it's just a marker pointing to a JPEG hosted on Imgur or something, then there really is no way to protect that. And someone who doesn't care about the NFT in the first place and just wants the picture, there's nothing you can do to stop them from taking that. I think the way of protecting the value of the NFT, though, is you make it so the platforms where it's usable enforce whether it's the correct NFT or not. So a couple quick examples, like on Twitter, I understand that for PFPs, they're starting to do something like a blue check system where it'll show differently if you have the genuine one that Twitter verifies on the back end is the correct NFT. Or in the case of, like, say it's an NFT that grants you access to a part of a metaverse, like a certain realm or something like that, that game or that metaverse enforces whether you have the correct one or not. And so I guess that what I'm getting at is I think the theme is it'll not be on the users to sit there and figure out is this the correct one or not. The different gateways to where you're going to use it, those are the ones that'll check on the back end and say, we've got a database, or we can check on chain which are the actual ones that were issued. Does this user's NFT line up to that? And so it doesn't matter if you have one that looks just like it and has the same picture. It'll be enforced by the different use cases to make sure you have the valid NFT.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. It's like such a professional opinion as usual. Interesting to hear. Move forward. Alexander, what do you think?
Yeah, I fully agree with Wes. I mean, if we're talking about the media itself, like
as always, actually.
But it's just we're kind of from the same space, I guess.
Yeah.
So I just want to build on top, really, because I don't want to repeat. So if we're talking about the media itself, which is just part of the NFT, you also have interface and metadata, that if you've chosen to show your media to the world on OpenSea or something, then how can you protect it? Anybody can, copy paste, take a picture, whatever. So in that sense, it's not really protectable. If you've chosen to show it, you don't have to. I mean, you can own NFT of something and not show it to the world. Mint it yourself with one of the networks and then keep it yourself. If we're talking about storage, for example, which is a slightly different point, then most of the media is stored today on whatever IPFS or one of the clouds. That's kind of sensitive because that means that your NFT is actually sitting in a centralized environment, not in a decentralized environment. Talking about the clouds, for example. So the arrival of of storage work chains on some of the networks, like we're coming up soon at Everscale with a drive chain, where it would be economically effective to store the NFT. That will help to address the storage issue. And then my last remark is that again, they would be stored in the decentralized environment and protected more in that sense. And the third comment I had was, again, if we're looking at NFT in a wider space, for example, programmable tickets as NFT, or real estate, tokenized real estate as NFT, then the media point actually disappears because it's not becoming important. Other aspects of the NFT become more important than the protecting media itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, appreciate. So I guess this kind of question is gonna be a little bit hard for our next speaker since he's a trader. So let's give it for this time and move to next speaker, Alexander Shudagubov. So Alexander, can you share your opinion with us?
Yes, so about originality, there are a lot of projects and how to execute this proof of authority. So we've seen that Vitalik offered kind of Sol tokens. So for example, in our solution, we see that there is opportunity, for example, the creator can create some limited edition of his tokens and he can drop one of his tokens into his artwork. So thus he can mark the NFT to be original one. and no copies can be done because he got the whole emission of his tokens. So we can offer such simple solutions. So we wrap NFT, it's the original one. The creator drops his ERC20, for example, inside, and it proves that this is the real original in digital, and no other copies can be used as original one. Kind of that.
Okay, like such a sharp answer. So how about Julia?
Okay, I think that it's actually very, very interesting question because it involves some regulatory issues, right? And as we see, like NFTs are completely not regulated now. And here, I think it's important to distinguish what copyright is and what NFT is. And like, if we make it simple, a copyright is what protects the creator's work and actual efforts. And NFT is more indicator of the ownership. So these are like totally different things, right? And so I think in future, there will be very interesting research, very interesting some innovations regarding how these two concepts interact with each other, right? The copyright of creators and ownership of an asset, of a tokenized asset. But as for now, I see that decentralized storage is what will actually happen. Well, I think it's already happening, right? It didn't do deep research on that, but decentralized storage is what we will see massively adopted by OpenSea, Rarible, and other websites, because well, that's one of the good ways to prove what is authentic, what is not authentic. Because yeah, as the previous speakers mentioned before, that keeping something that represents an NFT, represents the token, and in like centralized storage like hosting or a cloud is very vulnerable as for now.
Yeah, appreciate. So and let's move forward for a third question. So there is a point of view that until NFTs enter like a real economy, that's what some of you guys already mentioned, they won't be considered seriously for anything apart from speculation, which is kind of true in my opinion. And what are the potential use cases in real economy of NFTs? We actually already mentioned it, like some financial NFTs and vouchers. So anyway, it would be cool to hear your opinions, guys. And let's start from Wes.
Yeah, the first one that I always bring in mind is ticketing, because I think it's very well fit for NFTs. There's a project working on in our ecosystem already called MetaPass, and it solves a lot of problems they have in the ticketing space. It makes it easily transferable between users online, but in a way that is more trustworthy. Versus if you ever tried to buy a festival pass and you had to figure out whether to send money to someone without knowing who they are around the world, without knowing if you get the ticket back. This is a perfect example of how you could do this through a smart contract, and you only get the ticket once you pay the money and vice versa. Plus, it gets rid of any fake tickets floating out there as well, since it's verifiable. It came from the right smart contract. So I think that's a really cool one. And then also this is a little earlier, but some people are doing some cool things around NFTs for identity, where it might be your unique identifier that's in your crypto wallet that you use for accessing like a government service, because it replaces your ID or maybe your bank account or something like that. And I like both of those also because they're things that you can't really speculate on the price of these. They're really NFTs used under the hood, but they're not something you would go out and buy per se as an NFT to speculate on. So I think just by the nature of them, that'll be one that those type of use cases will get us away from so much the price speculation is happening, because no one's going to price speculate on the ID of someone or something. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, thanks. And I actually totally agree about like a ticketing, and that's what we already can see for the Synopsis as well, like what we done together, like MetaPass and stuff. So yeah, it's working really good, and it's, I mean, this is what already working, so it's kind of cool. But anyway, I mean, just like my personal opinion, I want to see NFT like to get more utility, like in financial space, like as a vouchers, and just become something more valuable. So yeah, move to Alexander. So what do you think?
Yeah, we also have the ticketing use case in our ecosystem called DPS. I'm also pretty hot on identity. Besides that, maybe building on some more. Obviously, we also the emergence of play to earn. First with Axie Infinity taking off last year, and this year with StepN, and then 20 more play to earn, move to earn, or whatever projects. And there'll be more, do something to earn stuff coming up, like learn to earn, where maybe there is less space for NFT, but still, even in the play to earn segment, I mean, shoes as NFTs in StepN is one, I think, good example, striking example. And there'll be more stuff happening in gaming with NFT, obviously. I will also mention that I already did, that the large consumer brands like Nike and Playboy and all of the other ones are finding, and obviously the luxury industry, are finding ways for people to own NFT shoes in the metaverse, or NFT Gucci bag, or whatever. That's also becoming big. It's quite simple. Obviously, it's not as sophisticated as the ticketing, but that might become big simply due to the sheer power of those corporations and consumer reach. All of them have tens or hundreds of millions of followers. And then another one I would mention is this whole space of kind of fan engagement and gamification in sports, particularly, in music partially as well. We saw Sorare in France, taking off massively, which is a fantasy football using NFTs, Messi and Ronaldo, etc. And then, of course, there are quite a few use cases about tokenization of football clubs, where NFTs are sometimes also used in the use case. So, yeah, those would be a couple of more that I would mention. And I mentioned real estate. It's a little bit messy in terms of regulation, so it's not yet clear what exactly real estate would be, whether it would be fungible or non-fungible. Of course, non-fungible makes more sense, but I'm actually watching that tokenization of real estate quite closely, because I think that one might take off and partially disrupt this conservative real estate industry, subject to regulation.
Yeah, agreed actually. And regarding like the real estate, as I heard, like the state, like the government of Georgia is already using it. Not sure that you heard about it, but you can just actually like buy the real estate like as a foreigner, even as a foreigner, just like using Bitcoin blockchain. So they're just using this to give you some like to purchasing some like, what should I say, like document, which is a proving that you like holding this, like you're a holder of this real estate, like you're the holder of this apartment and stuff. So which is pretty cool that some states are already also like using the blockchain technology. But I not like actually agree with you about the part for the football clubs and stuff. Just not sure that they really need NFTs, because all of this like card stuff, they existed before. And I mean, like even like in a paper, like what should I say, like in a paper. So I mean, I'm not sure that we need it for that. But anyway, thanks for your opinion. So how about next speaker, Alexander? It's going to be really interesting to hear it from you, since the project like you're doing, it's kind of, as I just said, is going to change the whole industry. So can you share your opinion with us? What do you think?
Yeah, so I should say about real estate, because we are now in process of integration with one project, and these guys are going in collaboration with local government as well. So I'm now located in Indonesia, and they plan also to provide fully legal for any NFT sales of land, of buildings on their land, rental mechanics as well. So we plan to integrate our protocol to execute this financial stuff, and also to redistribute any government payments or royalty payments if they will take part in that. So for real estate, yeah, we see big potential, and also it's not about only real estate, but land as well. And for other use cases, we see the potential in licensing IDs, special rights, where NFT will stand for that and will prove that, for example, the owner of this wallet had the special rights. It could be used like in professional skills, in game skills, and also we can have an options to make NFTs non-transferable. Like the only owner can have this right and not other wallet can be transferred.
Okay, so how about Julia?
Okay, I see two interesting scenarios for NFT. First of all, again, linking NFTs to trading, to like probably even more centralized trading, where NFTs would be used as tokenized trading strategies or tokenized indexes, right? So you can trade NFTs as normal assets, as cryptocurrency, or another scenario is when you're holding NFT, you're getting rewards on that trading strategy, for example. But that use case links to giving you a credential for something. And recently, I've been exploring DAOs a lot, decentralized autonomous organizations. And what we found is giving people who are contributing to a certain ecosystem decentralized credentials is vital to run an organization that kind of exists on blockchains. Like having a company only in on blockchain for now, like all the financial processes are on the blockchain, and possibly later on in Web3 and Metaverse. And so what my point is, when someone contributes to earn or works in the DAO to earn, his or her record of work needs to be tracked. And there are companies that are building full decentralized CRM systems, let's say so, that gives people or their wallets, right, their decentralized wallets, credentials, and in the form of NFTs. Yeah, one of the companies that we're collaborating with is Project Galaxy. It's a very good example of building the decentralized credential ecosystem. So, right, first is giving the credentials to contributors, to early DeFi adopters, for example, then NFTs used for trading. And I think that the most common use case that we would see in trading space evolving more and more is using NFTs as a collateral for lending or earning yield on staking and farming NFTs.
Oh yeah, I didn't know actually about it. So thanks for giving us some some notice. Yeah. So moving forward for next question, and it's gonna be like less crypto and maybe more ecology. So like ecological question. So as everyone knows, that Ethereum, where most NFTs are issued, consumes more power than the Switzerland. So it means that NFTs have a really huge carbon footprint, which is really like sensitive topic it's these days, right? So Ethereum 2 was set to solve the power issue, but it's postponed time and time again. So how to make NFTs and blockchain they run on environmentally friendly, and is proof of stake the only way? So do you have any ideas about it? Actually, let's start from Ves.
I don't know of any other ways so far, but proof of stake I do think mostly solves that problem. Maybe someone who has a better, more at the deeper at the protocol level would know more, but I think that more or less gets us there. I mean, Theta already is proof of stake, and Alexandria, I assume Everscale is as well, correct me if I'm wrong. Tezos, Solana, almost everyone really issuing NFTs already is at proof of stake. it's a little bit frustrating that Ethereum isn't, because we constantly get pushback from people thinking that their NFTs in general are not environmentally friendly, and they don't distinguish between us and Ethereum, especially if they're not very crypto educated. They don't understand the difference, but I think that'll get better with time. And it's been a long wait, but we're slowly making progress toward E 2.0. And once that moves to proof of stake, I think that'll pretty much put the problem to bed.
Yeah, I hope so. And I hope we will see some changes in the future. So how about you, Alexander?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess you have a lot of
first of all, it's only Bitcoin and Ethereum that have proof of work. And Bitcoin is of course not in the NFT space because it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's more of a store of value. And Ethereum, there's been a lot of conversion away from Ethereum. We saw that Solana beat Ethereum, I think, a couple of weeks ago on the NFT trading volumes. So, and Ethereum will move. I was actually surprised the delay, because from my observations, I saw the merge and the move to POS happened successfully on the Ethereum testnet. So I don't know why they decided to take more time. That was a surprise for me personally. So I'm hoping it will happen still this year, and we'll basically forget about this issue, except for Bitcoin, which is I don't believe there is a solution to do anything on Bitcoin. And again, it's not an Ethereum.
Mm-hmm. But do you think that we're gonna have something more than proof of stake, like in your perspective?
There are modifications, like in our network, we don't have proof of stake per se. We have our own version of consensus. We have multi-threading. We're extremely low on consumption of energy. So it's just it's just going to be evolution. With more networks coming up, there'll be more and more, I think, efficient, scalable, environmentally friendly. So it's evolution.
Okay, great. So moving to our next, Alexander Shudagulov. So what is your opinion?
So my opinion, maybe not popular, but I think that this talks about ecology, and this mainly it's to divide the market, the mining market, about Bitcoin and so on. So in general, I've read some research on this stuff. So it's not damaging as much as it's shown in media, and it's like bad marketing when it's needed. And of course, these new technologies will have new types of consensus, but we see that Solana drops down practically every month. And so when it interacts with money, we need a kind of source of truth. And for example, this proof of work can stay a kind of oracle for other proof of stakes and proof of any other consensus that could be. And they definitely will remain. And I think big guys are just splitting up the market and trying to get more BTC. So that's it. It's all about money, I think.
Yeah, as you said, like your opinion is not that popular, but I guess I agree with you more than like with any others, because I also heard the opinion that it's just like some big guys who is like making a really bad marketing, like black marketing for Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff. So saying it's like so not eco-friendly and stuff, like they're just damaging our environment and so on, which is not true. So anyway, we will see in the future. Last speaker, Julia. So Julia, what is your opinion?
Well, I don't think that eco-friendliness is a huge problem, because these talks were all the time, right? And all the time humanity was looking for some solutions, came up for some solutions for other technologies, right? Because we can talk about that every single industry is not eco-friendly. In terms of NFTs and Ethereum, like personally, I would love to see more solutions on other blockchains apart from Ethereum. But the truth is, for now, that despite the high fees and everyone's complaining about gas and all the issues on Ethereum, it still remains the main the main platform where like the majority of NFTs are minted. Like it didn't change so far. So what I think is the future is cross-chain solutions, because imagine if I'm holding NFT on Ethereum, another blockchain doesn't even recognize that I'm the owner of that. But like this is, I think this is not acceptable in the Web3 we're all trying to build here. So the first thing that might move NFTs, I don't mean like maybe not move, but make some changes to this NFT market, NFT industry, is how the blockchains can interact in terms of transferring NFTs from chain to chain and recognizing NFTs. Then some part of power that is used by the Ethereum network will also move to other blockchains.
Great. So we are moving like for the second part of our panel discussion today. And the next question is going to be more NFT concentrated. So do you guys think that NFT transaction might be reversible? So let's start from the West.
I don't know. I mean, I can definitely see why there's cases where you want it reversible. You know, with our own NFT platform, there's been a lot of times where, you know, a user makes a mistake, they send it the wrong place, and they wish it was reversible. So that's always a frustrating customer experience. But I feel like you're getting away from what makes blockchain if you can just reverse the transactions. Plus, who's going to hold that power to do that then? I would think if we had the power to reverse NFT transactions on Theta blockchain, it would be pretty quickly they would stop using us.
Oh, okay. So how about you, Alexander? Do you agree with Wes this time?
I have nothing to add to this. This is not blockchain. If we'll start reversing transactions, it's something else. I mean, we'll remember the 2015 Ethereum story, but that's which led to a split of the network. But that's a different point. Yeah, I don't think transactions should be reversible, either fungible or non-fungible.
Okay. So let's ask like a trader perspective. So Evgeny, do you have any ideas or opinions about this topic?
I'm agree with Alexander because it's blockchain, and you know, we have a lot of smart people in our industry, in our field, and in our conference. I think they will find how to apply NFT, and but I think transaction should be not reversible.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So what about you, Alexander?
I also totally agree with previous speakers, because it's the sense of blockchain, because yeah, sometimes it happens, but be attentive. It's only up to you. And so anyway, I don't think there are lots of scam patterns if we can make transactions reversible, because I know there are solutions and EIPs formats that offer that in some cases the transaction can be reversed and NFT returned back, but that's a very questionable thing.
Okay. So and the last speaker is Julia. What do you think?
Let me be more
agree with everyone, right?
No. I think that because, as I said, the utility possibilities are limitless, then I'd probably be on more flexible side. That if there is a suitable use case for making a reversible transaction, and it suits the project, it suits its purpose, it has all the security measures, then why not? But it's like very, very subjective, and it depends on where it's used. So
okay, I appreciate you guys would like okay. Have the same opinion for this one. So anyway, moving forward. So do you agree that currently NFT is mostly like money chasing money? Wes?
Definitely felt like that's mostly what it's been the last, I don't know, 18, 24 months. Not exclusively. I think there's a lot of people that are just genuinely collect for the enjoyment of it. But Yeah, it's been a lot of speculation. I don't think it's necessarily always a bad thing though, because a lot of that is what drives new creativity and new projects along the way, and it funds developers. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but I think all that speculation usually ends up with a lot of good things being built too. So it's a net positive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about you, Alexander?
Started like that, which is so obvious. I mean, obvious that it would, because money is something that a lot of people get attracted to, but it's evolving. I mean, already looking at this move to earn stuff like step in, step up, etc., many other coming up. It's kind of already halfway. It's not that much speculation, even contributing to some healthy habits like walking around to make money. Of course, it's still. I mean, they
I can disagree with this one.
The Stepan team called at the conference last month called their tokenomics ponzonomics. I guess we all read that, but still, it's kind of halfway already from a personal standpoint. It's not totally speculative. There is some sense in there, and then all of the real world use cases that we talked about, ticketing, real estate, that's moving it from the non-speculative space into more institutional space.
Okay, so I have a question for you, just like personal question. Do you buy NFTs? If yes, for what?
Yeah. I mean, I was one of the first buyers back in October 29, I think, 2017, for the Cryptocurrencies, just for the sake of fun. Sold them very cheap. It was stupid. I was early in some other ones. Didn't get the CryptoPunk. I'm trying all the play to earn stuff. XC, Step N, I think I was one of the first customers. So if that's considered the purchase of NFT, yes. But I'm not obviously buying, some crazy, shouldn't give any names, not to offend any projects, but some let's call it a picture of something for $300,000. No, I'm not doing that stuff.
I see. I mean, because as for me, like I personally buy an NFT not just like to make money, and if I love something, because I love art. So if I like it, so I just buy it and hold it. So yeah, but I think like the industry by itself at the moment is like mostly like money chasing money. So anyway, let's ask the next speaker, like a guy who is like know how to make this money. So without NFTs, Evgeny, what do you think?
No, I look at the situation on the market with CryptoPunk collection or Monkey or sneakers, like Step In. I'm understand that many people have made a lot of money in this market over the past 2 years, and they have started to invest in NFT. For me, this is final stage of the cycle. I think my monkey picture are overpriced. Maybe I don't understand something, but it's my opinion.
I guess you understand everything, actually. I understand it really well. Okay, I got you. So how about Alexander, the next one?
So for me, I think it's a little bit about craziness about such prices for NFTs, but we should our product thank all these guys because when we started the market in 2020, we saw that this hype is upcoming, and we decided that they need tools to estimate the price, to hedge the price, to have a kind of minimal price guaranteed inside NFT. So that's what the basic idea in our protocol, to hedge the NFT owner, that the NFT collects price inside, and the last one will not be the one who loses everything, but he can estimate his risk, that he got a minimal price that he can unwrap after the hype goes out. So it's all about the tools that can help people and the risks. Yeah.
Interesting. How about Julia?
Okay. Probably talking from a marketing perspective, NFTs are great for building your own brand, for setting up your own identity, just because the whole sense of NFTs is non-fungible and there is only one unique thing that it exists. And I wouldn't agree that people are buying. Of course, like there is hype and there is speculators, but the majority, like why this hype exists and why NFTs are so popular is that NFTs are more about chasing status and chasing your place in Web3. Because, well, if I needed a way to make money, I would buy Bitcoin. Why am I buying a JPEG, right? So I think in case of NFTs, like, yeah, it's not about money, it's more about status, it's about VIP access to something, it's about, I think it's the same as like with fashion industry, right? If I need a pair of shoes, why am I buying like some brand, right? It's the same thing.
I don't think it's the same, but anyway, I got your opinion.
I mean,
so,
yeah. For sure, yeah, the technology is different, the way of thinking is a bit different, but the logic, the logic of the consumer is like it exists there.
I mean, just at the moment, in my personal opinions, that we don't see that like this level of value that NFT can provide for these prices. So that's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, like as you guys just mentioned, like monkeys and whatever. So, and you said that some NFTs are overestimated, which is true. And this is, my next question actually about it. So do you think NFT price will ever be objective? So let's start from Wes.
I think it'll just depend on what NFTs you're talking about. If it's an NFT tied to a piece of real estate that can be valued on its cash flows, and it's probably going to be pretty objective. If it's the ticketing use case we're talking about, I mean, sometimes you see ticket prices go higher because it's sold out or for a show or something, but generally they view somewhat close to the price. And then if it's art, it could be anything, right? Because it's all subjective, whether how much you like a piece of art or how much people value it, just like art in the real world. So I guess it comes down to really, in my opinion, what does the NFT represent? And then that'll tell you how it might be valued in the future.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you. And it's interesting point of view. So what about you, Alexander?
Yeah, I mean, on the real life use cases, I don't have anything to add. Of course, there'll be some tangible value behind the NFT. If we're talking about, generative collections that we've all seen, then of course it's a complex one, because how can you ensure that I mint 1,000 NFTs of whatever, and then I'm not creating multiple accounts to organize initial trading and even secondary trading and create some sort of price. You cannot really monitor or avoid that. So if people would want to manipulate prices of collections based on some sort of art, then you just cannot fight it, really. So so those ones are tough ones to correct.
Thanks. And what about you, Evgeny? What do you think? Can the price be
I think people need to realize that it's NFT, and we need to survive the crypto winter. And after that, we will see live projects. As it was in after 2017. Only after that we will be a fair price. I think crypto winter will end in November 2022. So this is in end of the year. So we will see what's the
real price of the NFTs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just let's hold on, and we will see. I also agree with that. So how about Alexander? What do you think?
So I agree that after crypto winter, we'll see the real price, and also we're turning back to the tools that I mentioned that people need, easy to use, some kind of price oracles, history oracles about the NFT prices, and sometimes maybe it's useful when we can build in such models that manipulating the prices will be expensive, so that every transaction will need to spend much more fund that can be gained. Just when we say about money, not kind of wash trading with NFTs, so selling from account to account, making price more and more and more. But when we make it that the bigger price collects inside such an NFT, so anyway they collect this price, but it will have some basis below it, so it will be not so risky as it is now. And so, for example, if you get an NFT that costs 100,000 USDT and contains a floor price inside about 100 USD, so it's questionable to buy.
Okay, thanks for sharing. And the last speaker for today, as I said, last but not least, Julia.
I agree with the previous speakers that it all depends on the utility of the NFT, and definitely the assets. Some assets were overhyped, and there's plenty of speculations and wash trading around it. So I would suggest that the most closer to the objective price would be those NFT that are connected to some technology, to Web3 building, to that would have some value in their utility, and not just a monkey or something. But for me, I don't think that NFT price needs to be objective. The whole point is let the market show the price.
Interesting, actually, because in my opinion, it should be it should be someone who can provide the criteria for for these prices and stuff, so make it more objective. Because now, for me, it's my personal opinion, to pay millions of dollars for just one picture is kind of nonsense. Since it's not even in real art or something, so made by some famous artist, for example Da Vinci, right? Like hundreds of years ago. So anyway, that's all for today, guys, and thanks for participating in this panel discussion. I really appreciate that you found the time to join it, and I know it can be hard, to do it since we're all pretty busy and stuff. But anyway, thanks for helping and for supporting the Synopsis event. It was really glad to see you guys today. It was Maxim Sukhanosik, co-founder of Synopsis and Coindar.org. And today it was Vest Levitt, the director of strategy of Theta Network, Alexander Filatov, co-founder of Everscale, Evgeny Loza, ex-Kavo, trader #1 according to TradingView, Alexander Shodagubov, CEO at Envelope, and Julia Bula, marketing at Woo Network. Thanks, everyone, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Nice talking to you.
Thank you, guys. Pleasure.
Yes, thank you, guys. Bye.
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
And I represent the IVO project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelop is another step in the development of crypto technologies. the protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelope protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelope has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelope. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelope expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Envelope. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.
Hello, friends. I'm Ben, and this is Everscale News. Q1 is coming to a close, and we've got loads of exciting product releases and updates coming each day. If you don't want to miss an announcement, hit subscribe now. Right, let's go. The biggest news this week is the launch of the brand new Scouting Grants program. This awesome initiative is designed to bring new projects to the ecosystem by giving anyone in the crypto world the chance to become an Ever Scout. What is an Ever Scout, you ask? Well, it's someone who gets rewarded handsomely for bringing an innovative blockchain project to the Everscale Grants program, so long as they pass the evaluation stage. And another breaking update for you. Roxas have announced the start of the testing phase for EverDAO, a true DAO platform on Everscale. Using WEver, Ever token holders can make on-chain governance decisions for the whole Everscale network. More power to the people. Ton Wallet has rebranded to become Everscale Wallet with some huge updates. Now, it not only supports TIP 3.1 standard tokens, it also supports the Broxus token list and enables removing tokens from the wallet and more. And last up this week, Gate.io has updated the token ticker from the old Ton Crystal, Ton C, to its rightful new name, Ever. As after a brief suspension of trading on March 15th and the ticker change, Gate.io users will now have full access to the appropriately named Ever. And that's all for today. Stay tuned for more updates.
We thank all the participants of the panel discussion for their opinions and provided insights. Of course, NFT has a great future. I believe in it. It's time to introduce our next speaker, Alexander Lee, Global Marketing Manager at ESG Financial, with the topic Introduction of Eco NFT Market. Hello, Alexander.
Thank you, Max. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I am Global Marketing Manager of ESG Financial. So first of all, thank you for inviting me to Synopsis. Actually, it is not the first time to be here, but it always feels like home to come back. So yeah, last year we launched our DeFi lending platform EcoDeFi, which passed all the BioCertic. We made some collaboration with BabySwap, Dex, Zilliqa, Ontology, Wink, and many other blockchain projects. So I will start with a brief introduction of our projects, what we do, and what are we planning to achieve in 2022. So yeah, so let's get it started. So ESG Financial is a new paradigm of investment marketplace, implementing its business operations according to the hottest trends in blockchain industry. Just for your information, we kind of supported by the government, since we are incubating project of government-led Korea Artificial Intelligence and Blockchain Convergence, which is in charge for development of national standard in blockchain in Korea. Yep. Starting from decentralized lending platform EcoDeFi, we extended our operation in NFT domain. So as you can see here, our projects can be tracked in Trilemma, Xangle, CMC, and CoinGecko. So both of our projects have own governance tokens. So ESG deployed on BP20 standard for EcoDeFi, which is listed in BabySwap, and ESG deployed on ERC20 standard for EcoNFT, which is currently traded on Gate.io. All right, let's move on. So today I'm gonna present our latest product, EcoNFT Market. It's our NFT platform. So briefly speaking about the platform, so EcoNFT is new paradigm of NFT investment marketplace. However, the distinctive feature of the platform is that the minted NFTs, beside the sale itself, can also be farmed in our staking pool, so to generate additional profit to our users. And this endeavor was acknowledged by Sky Technologies, which has invested into NFT market. Yep. All right, let's move on. A couple of words about our governance token, ESG. As you can see here, our token is deployed on ERC20 standard, audited by CertiK, listed in Gate.io, and also can be tracked in CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. The total emission is 49 million ESG tokens. Right. So here's our economy structure. So what I want to point here out is that we have various categories of NFT on our platform. All of them can be purchased for Ethereum and ESG. Once they purchase, they can be farmed in our staking pool, so user can get additional profit by APY. APY is provided in our governance token ESG, which is traded and listed in Gate.io exchange. And part of the sales will be donated to environmental organizations. All right, so here's our first NFT collection. A couple of words. So just recently we signed agreement on intellectual property right for NFT with Korean traditional animation company Tetoro. So Tetoro is story characters beloved by Korean children. And the story begins then three kids discover a secret passage leading to the teddy bear village, and there they transform to teddy bears and start their adventures. All right. Okay, so the NFTs on our platform is selected in according to random selections. So it means that users cannot actually pick up any NFT they like. We just need to go to random box, press buy NFT, and the system will select NFT automatically. So once they get NFT, they can put them on the stake in our farming pool. All right, as you can see here, there are 6 icons or 6 NFTs, if you will. And depending on the, each NFT has own hash rate. So depending on the hash rate, the APY is also different. So the higher the hash rate, the higher the APY. And currently all our NFT collection is also available for sale in Gate.io, in Element Market and Top Market. And we are planning to increase our marketplaces. All right, a couple of words about our series features or staking options, if you will. I should mention that with the aim to incentivize our users, we enabled reference URL option or reference link, if you will. So then NFT is sold through this link. The referrer will get a refund of 5% of sales commission in USDT. So we'll provide a refund in USDT. So along with this option or along with this feature, we also launched holder incentive event. We call it super holder incentive event. To be eligible for this event, users need to stake our ESG token first. So once the staking is complete, we are eligible for additional incentives in form of refund from sales commission up to 13%. The refund is also provided in USDT tokens. All right. Yep, I should mention that being ESG company, we also follow environment, social, and government practices. It means that every 5th day of the month, 10% from our sales will be donated to environmental groups. So, and the details of donation will be publicly available. So if you're eco-activist or environmental organization of any kind, please find us in our social, through our SNS channels and or drop me an email. All right. Just for your information, it's our eco map. Even though we just started, we already developed some ecosystem. All right, all of the updated information or latest news you can track in our SNS. As you can see here, we have Twitter, Telegram, Medium, and other channels. All right, that is actually it. Thank you very much for your attention, and back to the host.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Thanks, Alexander. We are looking at more and more applications of NFT tokens. And I think you will be surprised when you learn that NFT tokens have started to be used even in real estate. So our next speaker is Oskar Korszen, community manager at Flat4Flip NFT. We will talk about the first DAO on European real estate market. Welcome, Oskar.
Thanks, Maxim. First of all, thank you for having me here today. Thank you for your invitation. It's a pleasure to be here, guys. I am the community manager of Flat4Flip project, and I'm gonna tell you more about it today. So we are the first European DAO on real estate market. where our community members can co-invest into real estate, doing deals with each other, and at the same time learning about real estate, because we are creating a learning platform for all our members, so they can learn about real estate along with real estate experts. Myself, I am the community manager of the project. The founders of Flat for Flip are Marcin and Dariusz. We have a fully docs team, and you can go on our website and see everyone's profiles on LinkedIn and on Twitter. So feel free to do it. We have a lot of experience in traditional investing market. Both our founders has combined 15 years of experience in traditional investing market. So we have a huge experience with this sector. When it comes to NFTs, I fell in love personally in NFTs back in November last year, and we all have a lot of experience as well with trading and investing into projects. Back in beginning in January, we came up with the idea of creating the Flat for Flip. But more about this, I will show you during the presentation now. So let's start with our white paper, guys. I'm gonna share the screen now. So first of all, I encourage you to go and check our social media. We are on obviously Twitter, Discord, and you will find all the materials as well on our website, which I'm going to show you later. Starting with the most important things is that we actually planning our mint in July. So there's going to be a tiny mint for closed community members now. You still can sign up for our website as for our whitelist. However, there's going to be a little chance because we already have a lot of interest. So Flat for Flip, we want to become a sort of a traditional, sort of the bridge for the traditional real estate market and connect them with the worlds of NFTs and cryptocurrencies. So both investors from the traditional market and NFT market can diversify their portfolios through investments either into real estate or NFTs and crypto. So as a project, we will provide our holders with the best deals across Europe with additional discounts, as well as the market insights and access to investors with extensive experience in the private and commercial real estate. If you go on our Discord, you will see that we've been delivering a lot of real estate experts, and they've been working closely with us. So the goal is to provide a best deals in terms of real estate, especially commercial real estate in Europe. So you as our holders will have access to it before the public eyes. Okay, so in terms of the problems we are trying to solve as the project is, first of all, lack of funds. So for many of especially young people and young investors, lack of funds is a major problem in order to enter the real estate market because they don't have enough money to invest in their first real estate. So becoming a member of our community, you'll be able to co-invest with other members at the same time, decreasing the investment you need to put so you can invest with each other. Second, lack of experience and knowledge. As I said at the beginning of my presentation, we are going to provide our community with the learning platform. It's already building. It's going to be finalized by the end of between July and August. So as you can imagine, as you probably know, real estate trainings are very expensive, especially in Europe. It costs like minimum $10,000 for one training. And as a member of our community, you will get access to the best trainings available on the market, both in English as well as in Polish if you are from Poland. And there's going to be access to it for free if you purchase, obviously, our NFT. And finally, yeah, as a young investor, you often make mistakes. You don't know how to work with lawyers, how to work with accountants, for example, or you don't know how to work with developers. So we're gonna provide you with the experts, like old school guys who have lots of experience in the real estate market, and they're gonna walk you through the entire process. So that's the problem we're trying to solve as the project. Our vision is to create a bridge for the traditional real estate market and connect it with the opportunities of the digital world. At the same time, we want to become an sort of all-in tool, learning tool for real estate in order for the young investors in order to learn and develop their skills in this market. Our objectives, I'm not gonna take too much of your time now because I only get 15 minutes, so you can go on our white paper, go through all of it, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But the most important thing is that we want to create an environment for our community to co-invest in European real estate market, and it's already happening. If you go on our Discord, on our learning platform, you will meet a lot of investors from real estate market that doing deals already. First of all, I should mention at the beginning of my presentation that we are probably the world's first project to offer 3% royalties to the minters. So if you mint our NFT on the pre-sale from the whitelist, you will get 3% royalty. So every time, let's say you decided to buy 2 of our NFTs, you hold one for keeping the benefits and you sell the other one. So every time when there's a transaction on this NFT, you obviously get 3% of that, which is, I think it is a great idea, very innovative. In the long term, we want to create a token. So after the creation of token, we want to start working on the dividends. So every time when we invest as a project into real estate, that's why this is a long-term goal. We want to obviously pay dividends back to the community members who holds our tokens. And in the future, we want to focus also on investing into virtual land in the metaverse. Here's our roadmap. We updated this on our website, so you can check that as well. And here are the benefits of our projects. So your net worth is your net worth. Many of the guys from the NFT world don't know that many connections into traditional and old school markets, so they can meet a lot from investors from this field and get a lot from them. Real estate co-investing. So if you are looking to, let's say you are based in Germany, looking to buy a property in Poland, don't know where to start, don't know where to looking for, you just go on our Discord to meet our community, ask for the properties in Poland, and you're gonna have access to all different options, the different deals, and you're gonna get an expert who's gonna walk you through this. 3% for 3% royalties for minters, market insights, price pool, commercial real estate, more of that you will find on our Discord. So if you have any questions in terms of the benefits, feel free to ask our community managers on our Discord. And now I will show you our website. Our official website is platformflip.com, and all the official links you will find on our Twitter. Highly encourage you to follow us because there's a lot of things coming up, so stay tuned and watch for the announcements. Here's our website. As you can see, we still have available early access. So if you want to join the mint in July, feel free to sign up. There's an opportunity for you to jump in still. So our collection is 7,777 NFTs. Those are NFTs apartments, digital apartments based in 7 European countries like Germany, Poland, and all the countries we got here: UK, Spain, Norway, and France, Switzerland. So every apartment is based in the different city. As I said, we've got our updated roadmap here. Benefits, more details about the benefits. The price on the pre-sale is 0.2 Ethereum, and on the public sale it's 0.4. So only being on our whitelist, you will get yourself a 3% on every transaction on your NFT, as well as the possibility to draw the most expensive NFT apartment. So here's our team. As I already mentioned, Darius and Marcin, the founders. We got Tomasz, he's our blockchain advisor. We got Andre, he's the art director responsible for everything you see in terms of NFTs. And I am the community manager. So here you've got some examples of our apartments. We get two types. We get luxury apartment, which is more rare, more expensive one, and the basic apartments. So it's like depends on the rarity you draw your NFT. You can draw the most expensive one, and you can draw the basic apartment. You can also find more sneak peeks on our Twitter and Discord. So go and check it as well. We also got option for the influencers. If you want to join the program, become the ambassador, we create a personalized NFT for you. All the questions, the most important questions, you can find here as well. And that will be it for now. So I think if you have any more questions, guys, once again, thank you for having me here. That was it was a pleasure. Thank you, Maxim, for inviting me. And guys, you're amazing. So see you later. Take care.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
Well, blockchain and NFT is a real breakthrough, and it all started with digital art, and now it's medicine and real estate. Thanks, Oskar. We are moving on the last speaker for today, Sarah Robertson, SVP of Operations at PRISM, who will share a growth and future plans for PRISM NFT platform. Hey, Sarah.
Thank you so much, Maxim. We're really excited to be here today representing PRISM. My name is Sarah Robertson. I am the Senior Vice President of Operations at NewPay Technologies. Part of that job involves heavily overseeing the operations and orchestration that is PRISM NFT Marketplace. We're so thrilled to be here speaking at Synopsis today. And this is actually our second time attending. We were also part of Synopsis 4 back in January, if anyone remembers that. So we're really excited to share some updates and some new exciting things that have happened at PRISM over the past 6 months. So stay tuned, and I hope that you guys get something to take away from this. And any questions, feel free to reach out to PRISM and NewPay Technologies. So PRISM is a highly curated NFT marketplace created by NewPay Technologies, and it is full of world-leading artists specializing in one-of-one NFTs. PRISM is proud to present a variety of blue chip and trending artists with a curated selection. PRISM was founded in 2021 by a multi-talented team from backgrounds in merchant services, marketing, art, and finance. We brought all of our experiences together to create something that we thought people would really love, and we wanted to be able to solve many of the issues that were living in the NFT space. And we wanted to create something that was a little bit more accessible of a gateway to the NFT world for artists and collectors who may not be as familiar with cryptocurrency, blockchain, and NFT technologies. So one thing that we've really tried to do with PRISM is make it as simple as possible. Simple is our goal because of the audience that we're targeting. We want to make a space where people can learn about NFTs, they can get the assistance and the help that they need, and they can get the support from our account executives and incredible PRISM support team. Our PRISM support team is available 9 to 5 every weekday in Eastern time to assist any buyers, collectors, and NFT artists and creators who are interested in getting their feet wet in the NFT space. We have many more exciting features in the coming year. And one thing that we really love about PRISM is the Protect Art technology. So Protect Art is a state-of-the-art file encryption mechanism. It adds a layer of protection to NFTs. It allows us to track files and make sure that NFTs are legitimate and that the file that you as a buyer may have purchased is actually the file that is associated with the true NFT. And another incredible feature of Protect Art is that it only allows the owner of the NFT to access the file. So it prevents forgery and theft. It takes away the notorious right-click save that is becoming such a problem for many artists who are concerned about their work just being circulated without credit and without, the royalties and sales that come from NFTs. There's a lot of other applications as well for Protect Art that I'll talk about in a little bit. And we're really excited to see what this technology can do in the future. So just going into a few of PRISM's successes over the past several months. So over the past 6 months, PRISM has gone from a platform in development to a digital community that is fully live and functional. In that time, we've been able to enjoy several successes that come with the launch of a product and platform, and it's been a really exciting journey so far. One of my favorite aspects about PRISM is that we've been able to bring over 150 artists to the NFT space who have been primarily working in the traditional medium. This is really awesome because there, is such a barrier at times between crypto and not crypto. And so through our Apple program, being APL, which stands for Artist Product Loading, we developed a system where artists who were curious about NFTs would be able to work with our account executives who help them ideate their projects. They help them, come up with concepts, take their traditional physical artworks, turn it into digital assets, and then also taking their digital assets and turning them into, higher quality or higher, more lucrative pieces to sell in the NFT space. And it's been really awesome. I think that I know that our account executives have loved getting to see some of the excitement from some of these artists, getting to work with them one-on-one. Notably, we've worked with Gary Lang, a world-renowned painter. You may recognize some of his circles. Beyonce took a picture in front of his work once, and Gary said he didn't even know who Beyonce was, and his kids were like, Dad, look, you took a picture with your painting. He is one of the most incredible men I've ever gotten the chance to work with, as well as Alan Bodner, who is an animator and creative lead for Disney and Pixar, as well as the world-renowned George Benson, jazz artist, musician. We've also been building a network across continents with gallery directors and artists, and they've all come together to work together and work on PRISM. And I think that this is really exciting because this community spans across the country. We have artists in Seattle who are communicating with artists in Ukraine and just working together. Notably, we have artists in Bahrain, New York, LA, Turkey, France, Canada, Spain, Ukraine, Argentina, United Kingdom, and all over the United States, just to name a few. And it's really cool getting to see some of the cultural influence that different artists bring and getting to connect them with other artists who may have similar experiences, but from a different region of the world, and getting to connect them within the community. And then finally, we successfully launched with over 600 NFTs by new and acclaimed creators, and that number has just continued to grow. So day one, we had an amazing collection, and in the last 6 months, we've seen the available NFTs on PRISM just continue to grow and grow, and there's some really incredible pieces out there. And a few of these artists we'll take a look into a little bit more right now. So we've had the pleasure, like I said, of working with hundreds of artists. Aside from Apple artists, we've also gotten to work very closely with many self-loading artists, as we call them, people who are used to NFTs, and they are just creating their own accounts and uploading their own NFTs, minting their own work on PRISM. And we're still in contact with them and helping them reach their goals. So one of our incredible artists, Lina El Ayoubi, she is from Bahrain, and she is part of the team who organized NFT MENA. In 2022 was the Middle East's first huge NFT crypto event, and we were honored to be a part of that. We sent 3 of our team members, Josh Bell, Tony Henson, and Nate Christian, over to Bahrain to share a little bit about PRISM, but also get to connect with Lina as well as her husband, Mokla, and learn more about the Bahrainian culture and the opportunities that lie for NewPay technologies overseas. And so at NFT MENA, we helped Alina sell 2 of her 3 pieces from her collection that was on PRISM live at the event. And we also gained a lot of exposure to numerous connections in the Middle East, as well as growing and budding partnerships with the hosts of NFT MENA. So we're really excited to continue this relationship, and the journey of working with Lina has been incredible. And then here are just a little snippet of her pieces. So as you can see, her collection really focuses on the history of Bahrain and what the country has grown to become, and really focused on the history. So getting to learn more about that from her as well was a great experience for the team. And then one of our Apple artists, Sonia, she is a traditional oil painter in her 20s, and she was brought into the PRISM community and has totally embraced the NFT space. Her quote is, "I could have never been able to do this NFT thing without you guys. And it's been really exciting to see where I can go from here." So getting to see her excitement as she learns more about NFTs, something that she'd heard about but wasn't very familiar with. By working with her account executive at PRISM, she was able to learn a lot more, get her feet wet, and also have her first organic sale. This was achieved through some joint marketing efforts by both PRISM and Sonia herself. And she was thrilled to be able to sell that piece Aside from NFTs, Sonia does a lot of projects in Italy, where she's from. Just around the country, she does commissioned paintings and also sells her pieces at local shops and galleries. So getting to see her be able to break into a space where she has full control and she can create whatever she wants and sell whatever she wants has been awesome to see her creative freedom and expressions explode. And then this is one of her pieces, the piece that actually sold on PRISM, called A Bed of Clouds. Beautiful oil painting. This is just a portion of the piece. And then we have Ulsum Thompson, who has had such dynamic experiences. Ulsum is Istanbul native, and she currently lives in the United Kingdom right now. She got her undergraduate degree at university in biology and then continued on to get a master's degree in botany. And she loved exploring exotic plants and industrial design with plants. And then after her graduation, she really shifted her focus to a full art career. And recently she was one of 7 exhibitionists in the Eggs of an Era exhibit for the Queen of England's Platinum Jubilee celebration. And so you can see her right there with her egg on display. And her egg title is Garden of Joy, which really shows her love for botany and plants, and her pieces are so dynamic. And she says that this piece was inspired by a glittery dress that the Queen wore for the Royal Variety Performance in 1999, combining joyful colors and the emblem of the Tudor rose. And it links the colors together. She thinks that Her Majesty and the beautiful parks are just exemplifying and eluding the joy that they bring the people of London. And so these egg sculptures, hers along with the other 6 exhibitionists, will be auctioned next year, and they will be funding conservation projects in Asia for elephant resources and recovery efforts. And so this is just one of her pieces, Eternity and a Day, that is on PRISM, one of my personal favorites as well. And then working with NewPay Technologies, we are launching the HELO blockchain. The HELO blockchain is a sustainable platform that enables developers, entrepreneurs, and communities to revolutionize a variety of industries. So we're really excited about what this blockchain will be able to do, not only for the world, but for PRISM as well. HELO maximizes speed, security, and scalability, as well as environmentally friendliness. And this is made possible through the patent pending proof of ethic consensus algorithm. HELO blockchain and NewPay Technologies are breaking barriers that blockchain faces to reach mass adoption by providing zero gas fees, a variety of alternative NFT projects, and more applications of Protect Art, which I talked about earlier. So we're really excited to see how we can take the current NFT market that we have encapsulated through PRISM and excelling that with the use of the HELO blockchain. So PRISM will be the exclusive NFT platform utilizing HELO in the beginning. There'll be so many new ways to explore NFTs through the zero gas fees, through incredible speed and scalability, and as well as many exciting partnerships that will be coming up in the future. So going into the future of PRISM, we've had a very successful 6 months, and we're looking forward to a very successful 6 years in the future. One project that we have in the works is a literary NFT platform using advanced technologies that are part of the HELO blockchain, thanks to the proof of ethic consensus algorithm. We'll be able to create a literary platform that is similar to Amazon in a way where you can buy and sell books as easy as uploading them yourselves. This will also be a great way for authors to break away from any agents or binding contracts that they have, where they can begin publishing what they want, when they want, and how they want. And our main goal for this is to have easy access for both crypto and public audiences. There will be unlimited access for readers and authors to be able to read anytime, anywhere. And it'll be a comprehensive access to ebooks, regardless of your reading device, whether you choose to read through the HELO wallet or choose to read on your Nook or your Kindle, or just reading on your computer or your cell phone. There's a way for everyone to read and access this platform. And we're already discussing partnerships with a growing list of authors. We have some incredible features wrapped up in this. Additionally, we're working on some music streaming projects through NFT usage, looking at vinyl quality streaming on chain on the HELO blockchain. And we're hoping to revolutionize music to create more of an open source opportunity for artists, similar to what SoundCloud has done, but at a higher quality and a little bit higher of a, or a little bit more of a traditional music streaming experience. Artists will be able to release one song with limited editions, or they can release a whole album with unlimited music streaming potential. So we're really excited to see where this project goes as well as creating a community space for listeners. And finally, we're looking into developing a lot more blockchain-based assets. We think that NFTs have such a great application, not just for art as they're used today, but for things like real estate, ownership documents, life experiences, health records, and more. And this is one place where Protect Art truly comes into play. Protect Art protects and encrypts all of these different types of files as they live in NFTs, and it prevents data leaks, it prevents malicious activity, and health records would be able to be secured, sent from point A to point B, and then accessed on-chain with an off-chain encryption mechanism. So we're really excited to see how these different types of assets become more adopted and more accepted as blockchain assets, because as we all know, NFTs are such a growing piece of the blockchain culture and the blockchain experience. And from, the beginning of blockchain time, when there was art, when there were small pieces, we've kind of hit a wall. We need to see where we can go behind that wall and past that wall and really continue to grow. So with that being said, thank you so much again to the Synopsis team for allowing PRISM and NewPay to be part of this amazing event. It's been a pleasure being able to share with you guys what PRISM has been up to in the last 6 months. And I'm really excited for you guys to see what we come up with in the next 6 months. With that being said, I would just like to thank everyone on my team for allowing us to have this opportunity and for helping us get to a point where we're able to share some of these amazing successes. And I hope that you guys all enjoy your time exploring what Synopsis has to offer you. Thank you.
So friends, unfortunately, the third day of the summit has come to the end, and the 2 more amazing, exciting, and interesting days await you, and providing a complete immersion in a digital economy and decentralized finance. Once again, I want to thank all of the viewers and our amazing speakers for participating. We have all done a great job for this summit to take place. So the summit is hosted by the international blockchain consulting company Colibri Group and the leading cryptocurrency calendar market research service Coindar.org. I would like to take this opportunity to add that now you can follow the events of the crypto industry with Coindar.org in a new Opera crypto browser. Download, use, and enjoy. Enjoy the extremely convenient features implemented in the Opera crypto browser. Co-organizers of Synopsis 5 are Being Crypto and HELO. Being Crypto is an unbiased blockchain media that follows the principles of the Trust Project, a non-profit consortium of media organizations, building standards of transparency, accuracy, inclusion, and fairness. HELO is a sustainable and regulatory-friendly decentralized platform that solves the key issues of blockchain technology through the maximized speech, security, environmental friendliness, and scalability of the proof of ethic consensus. I want to also thank our general sponsor, HELO, as well as the diamond sponsors who made a significant contribution to the organization of this event. This is the largest company in the crypto industry, such as Algorand, ARPA Chain, Veracity, and PRISM NFT. Gold sponsors such as Envelope, Solv Protocol, Gather Network, Bella Protocol, NewPay Technology, Fairdesk, and Vera Esports also made a no less significant contribution. We express special gratitude to our dear friends and partners who also made a huge contribution to the implementation of this event. These companies are Teta Network, Teta Drop, and Teta TV, Blockchain, Binks, Sugarverse, Exmo, Exip, MOUSAI, Holidays, and MUI. The official partner of the broadcast is Teta TV, and on the Teta Drop platform, you can get a special collection of exclusive NFT dedicated to the summit and become their owners. The NFT data was developed by the joint efforts of the Colibri Group, Teta Labs, Coindar teams. We continue to use and develop one of the first Teta Pass implementation to access premium content for conference attendees via NFT. What does it mean? This means that every owner of NFT Synopsis can get a ticket of a special category, Teta Pass, to unlock the premium features of the ticket, as well as access to premium content and other options in the future. To do this, you need to have any NFT on Tetterdrop released by Synopsis and log into the Synopsis website in the appropriate section, Tickets Data Pass. As part of the Synopsis events, an interactive zone has been opened. Go and check. Cryptocurrency projects hold contests and quizzes and on the Coindar.org website and in the Synergy section on the Synopsis event website by itself. So be sure to come and participate. Thank you all for your attention. See you tomorrow at the same time. It was Maxim Sukhanosik. Goodbye.
And I represent the Envelope project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelope is another step in the development of crypto technologies. The protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelope protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelope has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelope. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelope expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Envelope Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.